Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to use the element of water to shift yourself from one energy into another. We all have desires that are very close to our heart. We have an understanding deep within that reality is flexible and there is more power inside of us waiting to be expressed through our life. And as we lean into the idea that life is not just the way it is and we can change it, we start to feel into a version of ourselves and reality that is more aligned with our soul's expression of itself. You may have different areas of life you would like to see new experiences occur in, and you're working towards that. That reality is an external manifestation of a set of internal beliefs that reflect outwards into the physical field. So when you're wanting to move from one version of yourself into another, and you're wanting to shift your energy from one state into a more empowered frequency, always remember that the energy of a thought and belief gets stored in your body, and that is how it manifests into the physical field, because your body is the closest container of third dimensional energy that your soul has access to, and then it branches out into the rest of the physical world. So when you're moving into that new space, you still have the information of your old belief systems in your subatomic particles and in your DNA. And that is why at times it can feel as if there is resistance when we're changing, because truly our identity, the beliefs we have about ourselves and the world around us, is just a story. But we may have been in a particular story for a long time, and through our life from birth until now, we have encountered certain experiences that have us create an energetic association to particular areas of life. So we believe that this area of life gives us this energy because we've had a particular emotional reaction to experiences that are close to that area of life. And when you're shifting from one story into another, it's really important to ask yourself what the motive is. Because a lot of times we want to grow or change or evolve because we don't accept a part of ourselves, because we may feel a sense of shame that we keep manifesting the same experience that causes us to feel disempowered emotions. So we'll always have an association to the process and what it means to change itself. But when you're changing from the position of, I'm curious what can occur, I know that I am a powerful soul and my gifts are translating into a third dimensional simulation where I get to change and control the ultimate outcome. You may not be able to control every situation, but how you perceive a situation changes the energetic feedback you get from that particular experience. So when you're changing, first examine your motive. And a lot of us, including myself, have wanted to grow or shift realities or manifest something because I was angry, upset at the things which have previously manifested in my life. So when this happens, you move into a state of neutrality where you realize that from a higher dimension, when you're looking at experiences from the position of your soul, it is just unique information. Every emotion, every experience is a unique form of consciousness that you're getting to experience in this life. It's not good or bad. It is just a particular energy that creates a cause and effect to other energies and can trail forward into a particular life trajectory, which connects to where you're going and the timeline you're moving into. So when you're initially shifting, you could feel into that new reality. You could embody that energy and really be in that story where these things are happening to you, and you're almost in a train of thought after your manifestations have occurred. But while you're still feeling into that timeline and you still have a foot into that parallel reality, what can happen is you realize that you still have connections to other timelines, which is a stage in life where you were going in a particular trajectory and there was a unique theme that was occurring. There was a pattern of energy that kept reproducing to form a similar experience. When you still have connections into those parallel realities, it's going to take you to embody a state where you're less judgmental on having gone through that in the first place, and more accepting that reality can be shifted, that everything we're seeing is simply energy vibrating so quickly that our physical eyes may not be able to pick up on it, but our third eye knows that this third dimensional reality our five senses are examining is just the outcome of the energy, is what the energy has taken form into. So given that knowledge, what you do when you want to shift one energy into another is you first see the energy as vibrations, moving fluid vibrations. And this energy could be a thought you have, a belief you have, an emotion, an experience, a trauma. And then what you do is you tell your mind, this thought, experience, or emotion, or belief is not who I am. It is the energy that I have aligned with up until this point, because I am the soul and not the story the soul is living. So you allow that attachment to this energy to slowly break apart when you realize that you are not the energy. You're getting to experience the energy. And you imagine it moving into waves. Now, however you have to see this will work for you. The point is to see a pattern of dispersed energy that comes out of that original energy. It's like you have a ball and the ball starts vibrating and shaking, and then it moves into strains of energy, waves, and particles of electricity. And then in that moment, when you're not particularly aligned with the old energy or the new energy, you be water, which means you let go of the idea of who you should be, what you should be doing, what makes you happy, or why you're here. You shift your attention into the present moment and you allow your five senses to bring you into the physical field that you're in and the moment you're sharing with the physical field. And when you're there, you can use your imagination to find your power, to be guided in the universe where you need to gain particular information from your higher self or your spirit guides. It is there where you're not really attached to the physical realm. And then you see that pattern of energy form into a new ball, which is the new energy you're wanting to create. So if you're wanting to change something in your body from one form into another, and you're wanting to heal an aspect of the container which is carrying your soul, you do the same thing. You feel into that part of your body, and then you realize that even though it is solid, that is just how you're getting to experience the manifestation of the energy which is there. But the energy is moving at all times. So you see that solid thing as the energy it is, and you see it being broken apart. And it is in that point where you have no particular attachment to what you're doing in that moment, why you're wanting to heal that part of your body, or the urgency or desire or neediness you have to make this manifestation come real. Because then you'll move into a 0 point in your soul where you're able to experience things from the quantum field and not how you're reacting to what is manifesting from the quantum field. And then you imagine that cell or that part of your body moving into pure energy and then moving into the form of the energy you're wanting to create and is more healthier for your system. And this can be done with your emotions, with a belief you have, anything that you're wanting to shift from one state into another. The whole idea is, what you're saying is, what manifested previously is something you do not want to continue to align with. And you're going to take that and strip it into its raw form of energy, which is neutral. And then you're going to direct it into a new form, which is a manifestation of energy that is more aligned with where you're going. It is in that moment where you realize your positioning matters most. When you're wanting to transmute energy from one form into another, the dimension you're examining the situation from matters. So if you look at it from your human mind in your body and how you're connecting to this third dimensional simulation, or the quantum field, which is the unseen layer of energy all around you that fades into the physical field and controls the matter we're getting to experience. So realize that you're basically saying, there's an effect of energy that I don't like. I want a new effect of energy. Everything is cause and effect. The beliefs you have is a cause, and the effect is what manifests around you. So when you tell yourself that, you know that the place you're wanting to move away from is just a result of flexible energy inside of you. And the direction you're wanting to head is just a result of flexible energy. You tell yourself it's flexible so you realize that there is no creating energy or destroying energy. You don't have to put so much effort into what you're manifesting or the acts of alchemy you're trying to do. You simply have to unlearn any belief in your mind that tells you everything is solid and it cannot be changed. When the solid around you is simply how you're getting to experience the energy in a third dimensional form. So change the energy, see it as water, and it can take any form, and then your mind will work with you in changing its own neurological pathways. Well, thank you guys for being a part of this video today. I make new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're wanting a practical way to understand the higher dimensions of your own soul and apply them in this body, then watch more of my videos. I take concepts that are not well explained, and I find ways for my own mind to digest the information, so then my body and my identity on earth can forge into the mystical side of my soul that's coming in through urging me into new states of awareness and consciousness. And if you're an empath and a starseed and you truly feel like there is more for you to know, but you're not exactly sure what that is, sign up for my galactic quantum coaching. The collective consciousness is continually getting upgrades. During different time periods, certain channelers come in and they bring the collective and the souls here the information that is needed for us to get to the next point of our growth. So all the information we've taken in has value, but now how we're associating to our consciousness and spirituality and metaphysics is more about finding a way to unlock the different reincarnations we're supposed to remember in this life, so we can make sense of the patterns of healing and desires that we're trying to move ourselves through. And so we can truly have more tools to transmute energy on Earth, giving us more power to create where we want to. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Until next time, stay in peace and power and simplicity. And remember, you don't have to try too hard to be great, because genius is in every single one of us. All we have to do is not be afraid of the unknown and allow creativity to take us into our own unique soul signature, so we can bring the collective and our star, family and the higher realms what we're meant to offer, and have fun while we're doing it. All right, bye.